All right, guys, what's going on? How's everyone doing today? It is Saturday morning here in Sydney, Australia, May 16th, 6:45 a.m. I have sparring at 9 a.m., but there's this card in Mannheim, Germany, and it's headlined by Paddy Donovan and Karen Chukahdzian. I set my alarm to watch this card, and the card was supposed to start. Paddy and Chukahdzian was supposed to fight 5 a.m. my time. There's freaking magicians in the ring right now. So I'm gonna live stream it. There's 2 fights left still. I know some of the boys in the Discord have action on these fights, and I'm just gonna bring the Discord live chat up. They're freaking doing magic shows, dude. This is absolutely insane work. They're doing magic shows in Germany. So what you guys see here, if you guys aren't in the Discord, I'll keep this link pinned. It's a couple bucks a month. We just surpassed 500 JSB insiders. It's a professional betting Discord. We also stream fights. So I'm going to show you. I'm only going to keep it on the screen for a couple seconds so I don't get flagged. But the boys are streaming the fights right now. Dude, they're doing a meat raffle. It's absolutely insane. So there you go. I'm not gonna. I'm watching it on my TV here. But if you are a member of the JSP Discord, you can watch the fights now. All the fights, whether it's UFC or boxing, it's one of the biggest benefits. Shout out to Doovie Kid who's streaming the fights right now. I mean, so I'm not gonna. I'm watching it here. If you guys are in the Discord, you should jump on it. What you're seeing on the screen is the live chat. The boys are pissed off. This card is absolutely insane. They're doing a meat raffle. It's what are we doing here? So, so I've already talked about one of the biggest benefits of joining our Discord is watching the fights, and then also live betting. So we're oh my god, they're in between fights right now. When the fight starts, we're gonna see if they're gonna let us live bet Paddy Donovan and Chukahdzian. I'll have the odds on the screen as well. Right now, we're in between fights. I'm gonna say what's up to the chat. The boys are in the house. P Dubs, what's up? We up. It's an early stream, boys. As you guys are tapping in, I expect just the insiders to be in this chat. Just like the video. Morning, bro. Enjoy the Germans. Dude, what's up, Jukes? The Germans are literally. It's a magic show. They're doing like meat raffles and it's insane. I mean, at least they like to have fun. The chat is hilarious. Here go Johan Kusha. Hello, Johnny. Thanks for the input. Greetings from the Netherlands. Appreciate you. Netherlands in the house. Rico van Hoeven. Rico van Hoeven, Dutch kickboxer, fighting Usyk for the world title. I think it was the WBA or the WBO. One of the sanctioning bodies just made it official that the Rico versus Usyk fight will be an official world title fight. So shout out to the Dutch. One of my favorite strikers of all time was Dutch kickboxer Ramon Dekkers. Rest in peace. You know, he ain't fighting for like 2 hours. Well, I'll just stay live and it'll be funny watching the chat clown everybody. So, this is insane. That means that if he's not fighting for 2 hours, let me show you if you guys, let me hear the results so far of the card. So far, this is all the A sides have won. If you guys do have action on this Germany card, there's 3 fights left, and these are the results. So far, all of the A sides have won. There was one draw, and I think the boys are upset at that. The Devin Goodman versus Frank Duanmo fight ended in a draw. I didn't have action on that. Odiase versus Nick Webb. I saw some of the boys online were Nick Webb is a 10-1 dog. People are sprinkling on Nick Webb. Emmanuel Odiase at plus 150 for the knockout. If I were to play that fight, I would go under 5.5 Odiase by knockout. But I don't have that. The only fight I have action on this card is Chukahdzian versus Paddy Donovan. Full transparency. So we're gonna go back to our Discord. And they're literally, this is absolutely freaking insane. They're doing a magic show. Oh my god. The Germans are doing a magic show in between fights. It's absolutely insane. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. Victor Williams. Yep, talked about it. So yeah, the WBC, the Rico fight. Who won the last fight? The Brazilian lost the decision. It was a 6-rounder. The Odiase web fight will be next, and then when it starts, I'll let you know. You got so the Discord chat is in real time. So these are all the JSB insiders. These are the boys with big money, big bets on the fights. We are a growing boxing community. We don't do just boxing. We have MMA, all pro sports, as you can see up here. We do MMA, tennis, Major League Baseball, American football, hockey. So to get in our Discord, it's a couple bucks a month. Just click the link. We just passed 500 VIPs. I woke up. The chat is crazy. The chat is fried this morning. The boys are pissed. Some of the boys stayed up all night for this because we're an international. We're an international group. I live in Sydney. We 50% of our insiders are in North America. We got people all over the world. Are you? Oh, Donovan won. Oh no, that fight didn't happen yet. So I'll be doing commentary when the fights start, but we're still in between fights. The Germans are doing magic shows, arm wrestling. Arm wrestling would actually be cool in between the fights. They're not doing arm wrestling. Hopefully they didn't get paid for this shit. GK says hopefully they didn't get paid for this shit. That's hilarious. The web fight is not. It is probably next. What's up, Fresh BX? How do you feel about Davis and Norman missing weight, then making it? Does it make? Yeah. So, Fresh BX is referring to the top rank card going on tomorrow. Keyshawn Davis, he didn't miss weight. So, guys, we got to stop creating false narratives. You get 2 weigh-ins. Keyshawn Davis on the first weigh-in didn't make the contractual 141 pounds, and then on the second attempt he did. So he didn't miss weight. Doesn't bother me. I have action on that fight, so I have a full unit on Keyshawn Davis on points. The Brian Norman Jr. fight, I'm not really interested. So him weighing in at 148 pounds, I don't know why. I have him on a half unit parlay I gave you guys. So if you're in the Discord, check the Patreon, check the members only section. It's like a nothing major. So I'm not financially invested in the Brian Norman Jr. fight because the odds aren't good. I'm interested to see what he looks like post Devin Haney, if that answers you. Does it probably bother it? If I had a lot of money, it probably would worry me more for Norman Jr. We have 2 fights left. So guys, this is Gashi. Sanad Gashi is being called to the ring right now. So I'm gonna tell you. So it's the Sanad. This is the fight we're about to go. Sanad. The odds here, I think some of the boys had action on this fight. So Sanad Gashi versus Peter Kataru. So Peter Kataru up now. Fighters being introduced. I'm like an old head. I've turned into my mom. You know, I'm the type of dude when we drive through the drive-through, I have to turn the volume down. Okay. So the boys are. So if you guys aren't in the Discord, that is our VIP Discord on the right. That's a live chat, and this is allowing all the people on YouTube during the fights to live bet, because a lot of the best odds will be during the fights, and I'll be bringing up the odds periodically like this. So right now, so this is Bet365. Right now, Bet365 in Australia is the only book that is showing the Chukahdzian Donovan fight in real time. So they're saying that Chukahdzian, you know what? They're probably not even gonna let us live bet this. If they do, I'll bring the odds back up. Because they're saying Chukahdzian and Paddy is fighting at 6. It's already 7 a.m. So we'll see. Let's get back to the Discord. So this is the fight that's right right here. So Peter Kataru, who's 22-1, is fighting Sinag Gashi, who's 34-4. The odds were pretty interesting on this, so I know some of the boys have action on this. Okay, so Gashi's a plus 162. Gashi's a plus 162 here. And just for the sake of my entertainment, I'm going to leave the live boxing Discord chat up. If you're in the Discord, you can watch the fights. They're streaming them in the Discord. I'm not going to show them here because I don't want to get flagged from YouTube. So I'm gonna. What's up? So this is Kataru's being entered right now. King Jr. in the house. JSB Insider. Chicago Bears says, "Let's go, Johnny. How do you feel about Odiasi early?" So Chicago Bears 369. I don't have action on the fight, but if I were to take Odiasi versus Webb, Webb is a 10-1 dog on the money line. I mean, there's some dog hunters who are going to sprinkle on that just for the sake of odds. I would take Odiasi under 5.5. Boxio in the house says Karen's footwork might be too much for Paddy. Solid amateur background. They both had they both had good amateur backgrounds, both Chukahdzian and Paddy. I like Karen in this fight. I have Karen on the money line. The Devram fight low key surprised me. They drew had Devram. Yeah, the boys are savages, dude. The boys are betting on everything. Sometimes the best bet we can make is the one we don't make. Dude, the JSB insiders are savages, boy. We out here getting money. Let's go. Self-made says send Gashi live. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie to you and say that so Gashi's right now plus 162. They're both in the center of the ring. They just had a really intense face-off. There's they're taking they're getting ready. Round one's about to begin. We're showing the fight in the Discord. So to get into the Discord, click the link that's pinned. You think I'm crazy? John Delaney wants me to ruin everything that I've built on YouTube with my following to stream the fight and get flagged and taken down. John White, it's on right now. This is Gashi versus Kataru, round one. Karen liked my Insta comment. I hope he gets it done. Hey man, whatever edge we could go, right? Whatever edge we can find. So this is Kataru Gashi round one. All right, Kataru Gashi round one. If you guys are in the Discord, Doovie Kid is streaming the fights. And we currently have a Discord. So we just broke 500 VIPs in there. These are boys, professional bettors who pay to be there. It's a couple bucks a month. To gain access, you get all my picks, all my slips, but more importantly, you join our community. We stream the fights, boxing, MMA, NBA, American football, soccer, tennis, golf. It's all pro sports. We're not just a boxing community. Gashi for the kill. That's what Juke says. Okay, and we currently have how many people in here right now? 102. Wow. So 20% of our community is currently active in the Discord. Yeah, so that's the stare down. Can someone explain why this happened? They stood there for a whole minute. Is this boxing or episode of Shout out to Barium Boxing. Oz was one of my favorite shows on HBO when I was a kid. Etta BC's. Etta BC's in Oz, boy. That dude made me never want to go to prison. I ain't going to prison. What time Paddy fight? You got the internet, John. John White acting like he don't got the internet. Sent from Pat. Hope Karen wins. If he wins, finally can make a name for himself instead of being known as the guy who got beat by Boots twice. Same with Paddy Donovan. If Paddy Donovan wins, he could be finally known as somebody other than who lost to Lewis Crocker twice. I got Chukahdzian, though. Sent from Pet, which the Baron chick also comes back, plus Stanionis. Sent from Pet, are you Ukrainian? Oh, no, Stanionis is Lithuanian. You're European. All right, round one just started, guys. Gashi versus Kataru. Let's go. Gashi is Gashi's the plus 162. He's the dog. If you guys are watching this, Gashi's the white dude in the red shorts. Kataru is the I think, is he African? He might be he might be African German. He's in the black shorts. Peter Kadaru, Sanagashi. Nick, this is a 10 rounder. We got this fight and then the Nick Webb Odiasi fight, and then we got Chukahdzian versus Paddy Donovan. Guys, wherever you are in the world, like this video. We're 15 minutes in, flow between 50 and 60. JSB Insiders, go to the Discord. We're live streaming. We are live streaming the fights right now in the Discord. I'm not going to show you them though. Oz is a wild throwback at a VC's. All right, so you got Southpaw versus Orthodox. I know a lot of the sharp bettors had money coming in on Gashi, considering the odds at plus 162. Gashi with a little bit of craftiness, switches stances early, goes from Southpaw to Orthodox, lands a 1-2-1 combo. Kataru's looking real focused to stick to his game plan, high guard, just kind of feeling Gashi's power right now. Gashi looks more comfortable fighting at Southpaw. Kataru's trying to land that jab over the top from the Orthodox stance. Both look really stiff. Kataru misses with a lead hook. Got to set that up. Jab to the body. Both flat-footed. Gashi looks more active right now, but the announcers are talking about Kataru has the power advantage, and you can kind of see Gashi's a little bit weary of it right now. 1 minute left in the first. Not a lot going on. After each round, you'll see the boys in the live chat in the Discord as well scoring it. I'll give you my score as well if you guys are playing along, just because I know some of the boys have action on this. And Bet365 is letting us live bet. So if you guys have Bet365, they are letting you live bet on This Is My Book in Australia. Okay. So I'll keep this up. So the live odds. So this is Bet365's live odds. 10 seconds left. Kataru 150, 275. Gashi has dropped slightly. So the betting money is saying that that was a Kataru round. Not a lot happened. We'll go back to the Discord, see how the Discord judged it. How the Discord judged that round, score that round. Yeah, Bet3. So like I said, if you guys are betting on this fight, Bet365 is allowing live betting. The favorite coming into it was Kataru. He has the power advantage. Gashi on the money line was a plus 162 after the first round. Pretty even round. Let's see if the odds are swinging. Odds really haven't moved yet that much. $144, $262. So the odds are still the same from round one if you're looking to get action. And if you're new to live betting, it's kind of I know a lot of the boys in our Discord make a lot of money in action fighting, watching the fights, using our Discord chat, using the live streams to kind of see where it's going, and then wagering in fight. Because sometimes in boxing, you'll see guys who are notoriously quick starters getting off to a hot start. And you know, if you're a boxing head like our chat is, you would know that some guys will give rounds away early, some guys come on late. And then that's a good time when those odds are shifting to bet live to get a good read. Yeah, we up says any fight links. Yeah, in the Discord, bro. So this is round two. We up. You're a JSB Insider. Go to the Discord now. They're watching the fights in the Discord. That got that alarm. All right, this is round 2. 90 seconds gone. I'm going to pay attention a little bit, and then we'll check the chat. Obviously, from what we're seeing here, Kataru is trying to set his power up, trying to set his backhand up. Gashi, the dog, is aware of the power. This is a 10-rounder. Kataru landed one big shot at the end of round 1. That was about it. Gashi's kind of, starting out southpaw, switching to orthodox. He looks, he looks like he's in the fight. He doesn't look over his head. So maybe the game plan is to take the bigger puncher, the bigger guy, the less experienced pro into the mid to later rounds and see if he fades. And we've seen this happen before. We've seen guys with, less pro experience come in as the favorite for whatever reason or another against these veterans, and the veterans show their ring savviness, draws them into a longer fight, and ends up either winning a decision or a stoppage. And with how big these guys are, it's probably going to end by stoppage either way. Yeah, there's another 10-rounder after this. It's insane. Sent from Pet says Gashi super live. Guys, there's 20 seconds left in the second. If you're in the Discord, how you scoring it? If you're syncing up, end of round 2, Gashi versus Kataru. There's this fight and then one more. You got Odiasi and Webb, and then you got the main event with Chukahdzian and Paddy Donovan. Not a lot going on so far after 2 rounds. They're probably going to give it both to the A side. Sent from Pet says Gashi super live. Sent from Pet says, can you believe we got another 10 rounds after this? Around this time we had the Fabio. I know. It's crazy. I got sparring in 2 hours. It's 7:05 a.m. here in Sydney. I have to leave my house in an hour. So I'm probably not even going to be able to be live for the Paddy Chukahdzian fight, which is pissing me off. Paddy and Chukahdzian were supposed to fight 5 a.m. in Sydney. It's now 7 a.m. and they still haven't fought. The Germans are doing magic shows and hand jobs in the ring. It's insane. Yeah, Gashi does look more active. Gashi super live. I even think he wins. Let's pull up the odds. Guys, the chat's heating up. We got 70 in here, just like the video. If you're not in the Discord, the link is pinned in the comment section to get into the Discord. We stream all of the fights in the Discord. We stream all the MMA fights, UFC, Netflix cards, all of it. It's world famous Johnny Says Boxing betting Discord. JSB Insiders, we up. Kadiru low-key cooking. All right, here are the odds. Here are the live odds. So Kadiru's cooking. Kadiru is now, the odds have switched from $1. He's $1.22. So you see this right here? Going into the fight, he was $1.50. Yeah, so Kadiru, the bettors think that Kadiru's beating Gashi after 2 rounds. There's a lot of fight to go. Gashi came into it as a plus 162 dog. He's now at plus 300. So that's telling you that a lot of the bettors are saying that Kataru won the first 2 rounds. We're going to see if he could keep up the tempo. So round 3, Gashi versus Kataru. The chat saying Gashi looks more active. King says Kataru's low-key cooking. So we're already getting discourse. We're already getting, and this is how objective boxing is. You got a group, you could have 100 people watching the same exact fight, and 50 of them will say they saw one thing, and the other 50 will say they saw another. It's what makes our sport the best sport in the world. Sometimes it screws us, though. No better sport than boxing. Kataru might knock him out. Well, that's what Kataru's trying to do. But Kataru, 90 seconds gone in the third. He's taking a step back. What Kataru is trying to do now is alter his game plan and trying to walk him onto that check hook, which is nice. Kataru's playing both the aggressor and this, he's stepping on the front foot now. You know what he's doing? He's showcasing that lead hook too much. If he does find the knockout, it'll be the lead hook, but he's not setting it up. And we'll just see if Gashi is skilled enough to make him pay for that, because you can't just throw naked left hooks without hiding up behind a jab or hiding up behind a feint, and at the highest level not expect to get countered. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big mistake I'm seeing in Kataru. He's looking a bit aggressive, looking a bit sort of, you got to have patience in there. Gashi switches to southpaw. The thing about Gashi, he's not winning these rounds, but he's competitive enough to show me that he's still live, because he's making decisions in there. It's not like he's stressed out and his thinking is kind of disappeared. He's switching stances, and I think he's trying to catch. That was a nice right hand by Gadiru. He's trying to counter that left. Oh, nice backhand by Gadiru. That's a nice read. 20 seconds left in the third. Yeah, Gashi's not landing much, not landing anything. This is going to be 3-0 Gadiru, in my opinion. Gadiru's backhand looks clean and sharp right now. Bigger guy. Looks like he has the power advantage. Gashi's not finding much success anywhere. A little bit of swelling under that left eye. That's a nice little combo to end the round. I got a 3-0 Gadiru. We'll see. You know, he's kind of breathing out of his mouth, though. I got a 3-0. How you guys scoring it? Let's see. I like his left hook. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm seeing, King. I like the left hook, too. It looks snappy. He can't throw it naked, though. You have to walk Gashi onto that. You just can't throw it blind. Either set it up with the jab. I like what he did in the first half of that round. He tried to back up and force Gashi to be the aggressor and then catch him walking onto it. But if you're not going to do that, Kadiru looks much more comfortable walking forward. You got to, throw feints. Either a body feint or a front foot feint, maybe double up on the jab, boom, boom, and then catch him there. So that's the game going on within the game. The game within the game. Round 4. I would love to see Karen fight Brian Norman Jr. I want to see, I want to see Stanionis. People sleep on Stanionis. I think Stanionis is really good. He's a good name there. I mean, you got a lot of good names at 47. If we bring up the rankings. Oh, there's that left hook. So the chat, Gashi's ass, 2-1 Kataru. I think it's 3-0. I think it's 3-0. I can't. Oh, that's nice work from Gashi. Gashi's best success, though, is coming with like shoe shine and stuff. He manages to win. This is round 4, boys. So if you guys are playing along, there's 2 minutes left in the fourth. This is Gashi versus Kataru. This is a 10-rounder. And then we got Odiasi versus Webb, a 10-rounder. And then we have Chukahdzian versus Paddy Donovan, the one we're all waiting on. So, guys, we're 30 minutes in. There's between 60 and 80 here, just like the video. You're watching our live JSB chat on the right. That's our Discord. We just broke 500 VIPs. It's a couple bucks a month to get into that Discord. You get all of our props, all of our plays. We got sharp bettors in there. It's not just boxing, all pro sports. And more importantly, you become part of our growing community. We started this in August. We already got 500 VIPs in there, and we're just getting started. It's 11 in Germany right now. I might put more money on Karen. The fix is in. I know they like Karen. No shit. So you think they're drawing Paddy out? Fresh BX, boy. That's my guy. Fresh BX with the takes. We got thinkers in our group. It's 11 in Germany right now. I might put more money on Karen. The fix is in. I know they let Karen in on the time. They plan this fight. Yeah, they're kind of, we used to call it drawing your opponent out. You don't see it a lot at the low. I mean, you can see it at the low level. Telling a guy, be ready at 7 and the fight isn't until 10. The B side, you draw him out. Anyone want to bet, drop PayPal? Don't know what that means. You're not going to. Paddy might be struggling to bro. No, Paddy from the same time zone. Yeah, Germany, Dublin and Germany. For Americans or somebody who's never been, oh, big right hand by Gashi. He has no shit, dude. He has his opponent hurt, bro. That was a huge right hand. Changes the entire fight. Massive right hand by Gashi. Oh, nice jab. Kataru wobbled back and held on. That changes the whole landscape. We'll see if Kataru can recover. He looks fine now. Ooh, shit just got interesting. Kataru walks slowly to the corner. Let's see. Let's see what the live odds have shifted. How fun is this? This is the best sport in the world. We're shifting back and forth from live odds to live chat. So we're going into round 5. They both look tired. Gashi looks tired on the stool. So that big, let's refresh this. All right, so he went from a plus 340 to a plus 275. So I think it's 3-1. I think it's 3-1 Gataro, but I want to know how you guys are scoring it. We're gonna go back to our Discord. What's the Discord boy saying? B side, Gashi still 4-0. I think it's 3-1. Some of the boys say it's 2-2. I think it's 3-1. Gashi heard him there. I might have to live bet this one. Yeah, so if guys, if you're live betting and you see Kataru get wobbled one more time, I would live bet the dog. Maybe half unit. I mean, what's it hurt? Oh, another big right hand, dude. Kataru's susceptible and Gashi has a good read on it. Gashi knows that Kataru's susceptible when he's coming on the front foot. He leaves the jab out there, and because Gashi's shorter, he slips it and throws the right hand over it. And that was the punch that wobbled him in the 4th, and he landed it again in the 5th. And it's a good read by Gashi. Ooh, we got to fight, boys. I think 3-1 safe. Guys, if you're live betting, I would sprinkle on Gashi. I'd go half unit Gashi. You're getting him at plus 300. Nothing to break your bank, depending what your bankroll is. From where this fight is trending, and this is exactly what I said in the first round. Gashi, the guy with more double pro experience, but he's the dog. His game plan would probably be to bring Kataru into the mid to late rounds and see how he handles it. It is the 5th round. Kataru's having a better mid to late round here. Looks like he's recovered from that sort of big punch from the 4th. 90 seconds left in the 5th. The fight got a lot closer at the end of the 4th. Like I said, I like Gataru's lead hook. He just doesn't set it up. You got to set that stuff up. And you could tell Gataru got away with that left hook early on in his career. That's a punch that you could get away with at the low level. The low level, club level, maybe not even at the prospect level. Once you go from prospect um, level and you're fighting guys, even journeymen with a lot of experience, you're not going to just get away with landing a naked lead hook. You got to hide it. A lot, and a lot of times you got to throw it with your opponent. Ooh, nice right hand from Gashi. A minute left in the 5th. Yeah, Kataru needs to lock in. Speed says he doubts. Let's prove Sport TV wrong real quick. So to prove Sport TV wrong, he says he doubts anybody could live bet. What is this? Oh, guess what, Sport TV? We can live bet. If you're in Australia, UK, you have Bet365, you can live bet, and the odds have shifted. Kataru now is at $1.50, and Gashi went from a plus 300 to a plus 150. 20 seconds left in the 5th. Just had to prove Sport TV wrong. You could definitely live bet it, depending if you have Bet365. Let's go. I wouldn't be talking all this stuff about live betting if we couldn't, so I took that as a personal shot. Come on, bro. I wouldn't be talking. I wouldn't be live betting if we couldn't live bet it. Okay, 5 in, boys. The odds have drastically shifted. How you scoring this? Kataru's mouth breathing. They both look exhausted. There's still 5 rounds left. If I were you guys, I'd go half unit on the dog here, Gashi. And I said it from round 1, based on the experience. Kataru, if you're a Kataru guy, if Kataru maintains this, he should win on points. He wants to get the knockout, you could see, but he's in danger of fading. Michael Brown, we appreciate you. How you guys scoring this going into the 6th? He's supposed to press. Live betting is best boxing books. Yeah, 100% William. That's why you got to get in our Discord, big dog. Bovita let me live bet also. Yeah, look, we have new people on the stream. They don't know how we roll. 4-1 Kataru. Yeah, I could see a 4-1 too. It's all good, sport. Sport's a G. Guys, how you the thing about it is that if you're dog hunting with Gashi's in the fight, but he's not really winning rounds. And Kataru's stepping on the gas here. This is round 6. You know, you got to commend Kataru's. Oh, they're punching with each other. Gashi got caught with a big shot. He's stepping back, but he's nothing too crazy. Still locked in, still switched on. You got to sort of commend Kataru's willingness to hunt. He better be conditioned though. Nothing's more lonely than running out of gas in a fight. The worst feeling in the world, wherever you are in the world. Hopefully, you never experience this. But when your conditioning and your cardio disappears and you're in a fight and you got a guy across from you trying to take your light, shut your lights off, no worse place in the world. So we'll see if both men did the work. We'll see if both men did the sparring. We'll see if both men did the road work. Round 6, 2 minutes left. Getting a little bit testy in there. Nice body work from Gashi. You need more of that. You got to cut the big tree down. Nice backhand from Kataru. They're both. This fight's taking place in the phone booth. A lot of action here. Nice little domestic level fight. Oh, nice set. I actually don't mind when Gashi goes from orthodox to southpaw. He's finding a lot of success with his backhand, timing Kataru's jab over the top. When Kataru guards up here, I'd like to see body punching. Kataru's head hunting. That's good body work from Gashi. Nice, that's day one stuff. Work the body on the bigger fighter and then clinch. A minute 20 left in the 6. I think Gashi's outworking him here. Maybe Kataru's taking a round off. Gashi's volume here is definitely up the ante in the 6th. I don't know if he's trying to lay the groundwork for the late rounds drowning Kataru, but Kataru, his volume has definitely waned. I want to see body punching by Kataru. He's headhunting. He's becoming really predictable. And Gashi's punches, oh, nice backhand from Kataru. Gashi needs to stay off of the ropes. When you have a big puncher and you're the smaller guy, the last place you want to be is on the corner in the corner. Unless you really believe in your counterboxing. Guys like Shakur Stevenson could get away with that. Lamont Roach could get away with that. Shock Foster could get away with that. Keyshawn Davis could get away. Not many guys could get away with backing up and relying on your pull counters. All right, I cashed this out. Kataru versus Gashi. The boys are live betting. We got about 15 seconds left in the 6. I got so far Gashi winning the 6, maybe going into the 7th 4-2. Just based on output. Kataru slowed down a lot. I mean, he better find a second win. You still got the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th left. Ooh, that's it's interesting, boys. So Z cashed out. I got a 4-2. Gashi showing a bit. I think so. I think that's a Gashi round. Fresh BX we win it. We're moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. I already put my ticket in. Johnny, with them Cavs doing, I might do a teaser. Yeah, I got a prop parlay with Cleveland. It pays 3-1. So I'm an NBA prop guy. So here's my props for the Cavs game. I took Donnie to score 20. Donovan Mitchell to score 20. I took Cade to score 20. Harden to score 15. Mobley to score 10. Schroeder to score 5. That pays plus 230. So I have with basketball, especially my favorite. I'm a Northeast Ohio kid. That's where I grew up. I don't bet money lines. If I'm betting NBA, I'm betting props. I think it's 4-2 as well. Round 7. All right, let's check the live odds. So we're checking the live odds real quick. Those odds have wow. Those odds shifted once again. So it looks like the bettors gave Kadiru round 6. So a lot more money came in on Kadiru. I actually gave Gashi round 6, but he is down. I have it 4-2. What's the Discord saying? 101, 110. Drop that ball. Drop that basketball. I'll put it. Good call, Cody. I'll put it right now. All right, JSB Insiders. I'm posting my NBA prop bet in the Discord right now. So I just posted my props in the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, if you're a JSB Insider, check those props out. We're gonna go back to it. So as you can tell, if you're not in our Discord, we have all pro sports. We have American football, hockey, soccer, baseball, tennis. For the Aussies, we have NRL, we have AFL, we have motorsports, and we're back to boxing. A minute left in the seventh. Who's the A side here? Okay, so Kateru's the A side. All right, Kateru had more pro experience than I thought Kateru was 12-1. He's 22-1. So he's the A side here. Cavs got this figured out now in Detroit. I fancy they end this. Let's get it. What's up, Brendan? That's what I'm hoping for too. Oh wow! Is Kateru wobbled at the end of the seventh? Did anybody catch that? Boxing fan, I saw your message. I haven't got to it yet. I woke up to watch this card and then I got sparring here in an hour. I'll respond to your message on WhatsApp after sparring, just to let you know. Nice guy. We got this fight that's going into the eighth, and then we got Odasi Webb, and then we got Chukahdzian versus Paddy. But guys, this fight, it's 7:25 a.m. here in Sydney. Chukahdzian and Paddy was supposed to start at 5 a.m. I set my alarm to get up for this. And I personally have boxing at 9 a.m. So I'm not even going to be able to be live streaming for the Paddy Chukahdzian fight, which I'm pissed at. But I'm going to stay on for at least, I could stay on at least for another 40 minutes. James Daly, Kateru for the TKO. Live bet it. Wow, 4-3 he has it. How you guys seeing this fight, boys? This is round 8. Adu says shit band, shit magician, shit ring announcer, and shit fights. Boys, they had no, this is round 8, so it has to be either 5-2 or 4-3. They had a magician in between fights. It was insane. They did a meat raffle like I was at a club level fight here in Sydney. Kadiri still looks sharp for the 8th round. It looks like this looks like it's probably going to go the distance. Oh, the ref is making himself part of the fight. And what's he want to do? Fix the tape on Kateru's left glove. That ref's a big boy. The ref looks bigger than Kateru. Oh, look at Kateru's cheering section. The boys are going insane. Where can we watch Kusei Melvin Jerusalem fight? Here, probably with the boys. We close. That scene is hilarious when he gets out in the wheelchair. You have a reservation at Chili's. Yeah, me and the boys. Oh, Gashi, you mean? Kadir, yeah, Kadir looks like this looks like it's yeah, Kadir's up. Of course. Of course. I give you all so right jab. I put all of my tickets on the members only section on YouTube. So you'll see I give you guys my UFC dog of the week. We've hit 14 weeks in a row, UFC and boxing. We hit Josh Fan last week and Strickland. But this week you guys have my UFC dog of the week. You have my UFC triple. And then I gave you guys a Netflix MMA undercard ticket that you guys asked for. So there's 3 tickets live in the Discord with MMA on it. This is round 8. I just want to see the main, boys. I'm kind of over this fight. It's look, I'm a boxing head, so I could get hyped for any fight. I'm salty. I'm not going to be able to stay live for the Chukahdzian fight. Does Mohid Fabel know that we're streaming the fights? You're welcome, Jeb. It's Hashi. Yeah, it's Hashi. This is Gashi versus Kadiri round 8. Some of the boys have it 5-2 Kadiri. Some of the boys said it was 4-3. I don't think like Gashi's competitive enough. I think I maybe gave him 2 rounds. He landed a big shot in the 4th that had Kadiri taking steps back and had him clinching. That was his best moment. But Kadiri's controlled everything with his pace and his the threat of his power. Oh, it's getting testy in there though. It's getting testy. It's a competitive fight. Even if you have it 5-2 Kadiri, Gashi's in the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those fights, going into the 9th where if you're Kadiru, you don't want to be playing with your food. You want to stay sharp, you want to stay switched on, and you want to, continue to be workmanlike. Kadiru's been workmanlike. At times he's been outworked by Gashi, I think in round 7, or maybe it was round 6. Kadiru's missing big, swinging with these big hooks, taking a step back, breathing out of his mouth. Nice counter off the right hand. He's on the ropes. Gashi's pushing forward. End of round 8. Good end to the round for Gashi once again. Was it enough to win the round? I don't think so. Simon, haven't seen you in the chat in a while. It is 7:30 a.m. in Sydney right now. So I have to leave here in about a half hour. Eddie Hearns. Let's go. John McGann in the house. We up. So we're going into round 9, boys. How you scoring it? I went over a half a round. Would you go, bro? By the time Cavs gonna play, he's telling you to miss. Well, the Cavs start. So I spar at 9. Round 9. I have boxing in 90 minutes. Cleveland play. The Cavs game starts 10 minutes. I'll miss the first half. I'll miss. Yeah, it's it's the life of trying to juggle everything. Round 9. Junior has it 5-3. This is Gashi versus Kadiru. Gashi throwing big bombs. He was a plus 130 going into this. It's a competitive fight. I got Kadiru winning. It's not, it's competitive. It's not the most entertaining, but it's from the fights I've seen on the undercard. It's the best fight I've seen so far. I mean, the Germans were doing magic shows in between fights. It was insane. I wish I was lying. Yeah, listen to Boxing Fan. We're peaking at 80 to 90. Like a thumbs up never hurt any. And these are JSB insiders, boys. This is family. We got the family in here. 90 seconds left in the 9th. The boys have just kind of a headbutt. Headbutt by Gashi. The ref's gonna warn him? How about the ref got body cam on? The ref got the body cam. Is he gonna take a point? Oh no, he's cutting the tape. I don't think we need the ref cam. What is this? The XFL? The ref cam is crazy. I ain't a ref cam guy. Paddy has not fought yet, Richard Brown. Paddy and Chukahdzian this is round 9, and then we have Odiasi Webb, and then we have Chukahdzian. Yeah, the boys aren't. This is going the distance. Fight to go the distance would have been the prop. 30 seconds left in the ninth. Ooh, both exchanging hooks. They're still both going for it. I just don't know if they got it in them to end the fight. Gashi a dog though. I mean, like he's up for it. He's a little bit undersized, a little bit outmatched, but he's given as much as he's getting for sure. It's not a blowout. This isn't a whitewash. I don't know if and Kadiru was, and this kind of looks like the odds makers had it right. Kadiru was not quite a 2-1 favorite, and you could see it. He seems the better of the guy, but Gashi's kind of like at times outworking him. I gotta say, and I wish Kadiru would throw body punches. He doesn't throw any body punches. I forgot about the AI judges. So Michael Faulkner says, "What round is it?" There's 10 seconds left in the ninth round. Gashi versus Kadiru, and once again, Gashi ends the round pressing forward. Kadiru's fighting really negative the last few rounds, guys. How are you scoring this? I think it is close. Lest we forget, sent from Pat. Lest we forget. Sup, Johnny notes Jerusalem's 3 previous matches. He won them all more convincingly. Hopefully not the case today. I can definitely see knockdowns. Well, his last fight, Mike from Melbourne, Melvin's last fight was against Kusei in the Philippines. It was a close fight, nip and tuck. I thought Kusei won the fight. This is why the rematch is happening. And the rematch is in Kusei's backyard of South Africa. So you got to, guys, when you're betting on sport, when you're betting on boxing, you always have to play in politics. Like, for instance, the Top Rank card later on tomorrow in Norfolk. Top Rank is notorious for A sides. The Davis brothers A sides, they usually tend to always win if you're betting on it. And then you got to understand that one of the elements in a nip tuck rematch fight with Jerusalem and Suke. The first fight was in Jerusalem's home country, the Philippines, and went his way. The second fight, the rematch, is in Kusei's home country, South Africa. I'm leaning that way. This is round 10, boys. Brendan says, I can't with Paddy. Don't trust his style. Yeah, I don't think Paddy is as Paddy is like the shinier toy. I was explaining this to my buddy the other day. If you're looking at the toys, under the Christmas tree, Paddy Donovan, when he's at his best, when you watch his highlight, he's the shinier toy, right? Karen Chukahdzian is the toy that got open a couple years ago. It might be an old train set, has a little bit of rust on it, but that thing works perfectly. It's well oiled. It's gonna last. It's durable. I like Chukahdzian all day against Paddy. 2 minutes left in this fight. Dude, the last 3 rounds, if we're looking at punch stats, dude, Gashi is outworking Kadiru. I don't know what the judges are seeing. I don't know what you guys are seeing here. Shout out to the Discord. Shout out to our community, the JSB Insiders, best community in boxing, especially YouTube boxing content creators. This is a very well researched community we have. We're a professional betting community. It's not just boxing. To join our Discord, they're streaming the chats in the Discord now, and we're live betting. It's a couple bucks to get in. We started it in August. We've already passed 500 VIPs. Guys, there's over 100 boys in here. Like this video. This is round 10 of the co-main. How you guys scoring it? Some say 5-4. Some say 6-3. Gashi's outworking him, mate. Kadiru has not done much in the last 3 rounds. There's a minute left in the 10th. It's going to be interesting to see how these judges scored it. Going into the fight, Gashi was a plus 175. The live odds last time we checked. Well, the live odds have Gashi way down. And we know that's not always accurate. Let me know if you guys have action on this fight. I don't have a dog in this race. The next fight, we got Odiasi versus Webb. Webb is a 10-1 dog in that fight. Oh, a big backhand by Gashi. Kidder takes a step back and wobbles and clinches. 20 seconds left. I gotta be honest with you guys. Gashi's had bigger moments in this fight, and he's outworking Kataru. Kataru's had the more steady work, but it's gonna be interesting. Will it be enough for Gashi to steal this fight? Gashi a dog though, dude. He didn't disappear at all. And that's it. How'd you guys score it? How'd you guys score it? Hope the loser of the main event gets to fight a quality fight next. Both Karen and Paddy are great for boxing, while Zaraf shouldn't even get a chance to fight Eubank Jr. Those are multiple different weight classes, though. What's the tie-in with Zarafa versus Eubank Jr.? Karen and Paddy fight at 147. Zarafa and Eubank Jr. fight at 160. Are you just? I'm confused on the connection there. Johnny, remember when I said Cavs in 7? Now we tell you, let's go. I want Cavs in 6. It better if it's not Cavs in 6, I'm gonna be worried. They better not have a letdown game. We know about the NBA. You know, sometimes teams have these letdown games. Cleveland was 0-5 on the road this year against Toronto and Detroit, and we finally picked up a road win, undefeated at home. Let's keep that stack going. And D Mitch didn't even play that well. Evan Mobley and Big Dick Max Struess, dude. People sleep. Big Dick Max, I think he hit 5-6 threes. He had another steal. There was like a 5-point swing in overtime when he had another. Dude, the last 2 games, Big Dick Max had 2 of the craziest out of bounds steals that I've seen in NBA playoffs. So people don't talk about Big Dick Max. Here we go. We got the decision. Guys, like this video. We got 100 of you savages in here. If you're in the Discord, let me know how you scored it. Let's see. I think is the draw live? I gotta be honest, boys. I don't think the live odds signified how close this fight was. Because going into the 10th, they had Gashi as an 8-1 dog. I thought it was much more competitive than that. I could see him. We'll see. They're about to call the cards. As a fighter, Paddy and Karen comes to fight while Zarafa clearly comes. Yeah, why is Michael Zarafa in your mind is my question. It's a weird fighter to be thinking of. Especially what happened with Nikita Zoo. What's your opinion on who's going to win, Paddy? I got Karen Chukahdzian money line. Here we go. Here we go. I have all the Davis brothers on the money line, and I like Keyshawn on points. Here we go, boys. They're going to get some A-side love here. None of the A-sides have lost tonight. Scored this contest 96-94, red corner. 96-94. Scored this 98-92, red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 3, Andreas Müller, 97-93, for the winner out of the Yeah. Unanimous decision for Kataru. That's weird that these foreign cards will read all 3 cards when it's unanimous. Like trying to create suspense. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Yeah, Kataru won UD. This fight is next. Odiasi versus Webb is the next fight. Zarafa, the only fighter that came to mind in recent times. I can't even fight it. All right, I get you. I got you, player. You know you're my guy. All right, boys, I got to run. Wish me well at boxing today. I'm Team Chukahdzian. I got Chukahdzian money line. And then on a sneaky prop, I got Chukahdzian plus 700 by late knockout. Let's go.